Hey everybody, Mike Brumfield again. Huge breakthrough discovery today. I got to show my wife a flying saucer. We were coming through Sparta, Tennessee, and it was a perfect day. At first we thought it was just UFO. It was UFO because we couldn't identify it. It was on its side like a plate. Then immediately it kind of flipped up to where, like the bottom of a coffee can, you could see the round diameter of it, and we both immediately started yelling, "It's a flying saucer, oh my God." You can see the hump in the center of it and everything. So what I want to do is I want to show you that the flying saucer that I saw today is identical to 4 flying saucers taken over a 40-year stretch from 1960 to 2006. I want to show you also that there's a flying saucer on a cave drawing that looks exactly like what we saw today, what I've been filming all over the United States for the last 6 years. You can see that is a cave drawing from France. You can see there's a flying saucer, hump in the middle, just like a plate, on a very famous painting. You can go see in a church. Bottom line is, when you talk 17,000 years ago, 2,000 years ago, and then current to over the last 40 years, and then the ultimate discovery that literally the one that Jeff Willis and I shot. Jeff Willis shot this in 2003. It's a perfect match for the head of Easter Island, showing and explaining why the head of Easter Island is looking up. It's a religious statue. Now what I want to do is I want to put my book down and bring you to the latest thing here on the Huffington Post. We have, as you can see here, Antarctica UFO tracks conspiracy theories and balloon talk. Now the video down here, if you punch on the video, what you're going to see is clearly it tells you that this controversy over this thing is that this thing disappeared, and right here it is. This is the saucer, right here. Now, you can clearly see the bright shiny part is what the sun's going to reflect. The rim on around here is the dark part. It sets in the background, so the protrusion is the shiny part. Now, if you go back up, right there it is. And it shows it here. It shows you a good shot. Now, you can get on Jeff Willis's site. He's a UFO hunter like myself, and he has this same saucer over his house, and here's a good shot of it here. You got the same saucer over his house in Phoenix in 2003. It's been used on the trailer Return to Witch Mountain. The reason this is huge is primarily because that this is indisputable evidence that flying saucers are here now. They were here 17,000 years ago when the cave drawing was made by a native at the time. And the most important thing is that it explains and addresses the issue of where did everything come from. We are very finite in our thinking, and we can't think in terms of us always existing forever or the universe as far as that goes. So what this literally does is it shows you proof that this is possible because they haven't changed their shape in 17,000 years. Same craft. Now, the bottom line is all this evidence explains the halo over a religious figure. The head of Easter Island's a religious figure, and it clearly solves the question of are we alone and what created religion. The bottom line is this isn't about converting you to religion from being a scientist. I say the answer is in religion. The only problem I've discovered, doesn't matter who I talk to that's religious, they're not going to challenge their God's omnipotence story. Doesn't matter, that means all powerful. Doesn't matter that you tell them that there's not a scientist out there or anybody out there that wouldn't make the world perfect if they could, and yet the world isn't perfect. So ultimately, this evidence shows you that these craft are what has been around forever. It is the perfect craft. They're not making a new model, and it clearly explains the gold halo over the head. It also clearly explains why we don't have children being healed miraculously. We don't have a blinking, thinking, omnipotent God like like all religion is saying. So literally, just challenge all the evidence, even this evidence. But if this doesn't make a light bulb go off in your head that this craft hasn't changed over 17,000 years, then nothing will. But literally, this is the breakthrough discovery of our day. Because if they land, because we've got a gamma ray burst coming at us, and I've already tested my theory, if they landed, like in 1952, they're not going to tell us they live on another planet. That's primitive. They're going to say they live in space everywhere. That is the ultimate evolution of an intelligent species. Even the creator of that movie, The Day the Earth Stood Still, had them living on a planet. For God's sakes, it's time to get science, get educated, and realize, hey, maybe this salvation story, saving us in religion, is all about this very thing. We're going to finally reach a point where possibly that they have to save us. Will we save ourselves by being open-minded and have light bulbs go off and be able to understand the scientific significance of our universe that we live in? Again, it's not about saving anybody. It's not about converting anybody. It's about this is the most breakthrough discovery of mankind today. My wife and I saw a flying saucer. We'll take a lie detector test. I filmed them. I can still film them tomorrow and literally start a movement. We get enough people filming them, get enough videos showing the same saucer that we're seeing here on the Huffington Post, then literally, you know, we're going to finally put a nail in the coffin lid on what they look like. And I was amazed here, and one last thing, I was amazed that at the Olympic ceremony, you can get right on the Huffington Post, and you can see that they had this exact same saucer. If you watch the video, it just blew me away, that if you watch the video, you can clearly see the saucer. It's the last thing I'm going to show you. See it right here? On this left-hand corner, below the word A and G, and I'm going to start it. This will be the last one I want to show. I mean, it's just mind-blowing. This is a saucer, people. It's the same one I filmed, same one I've got on my book here. You can see the hump in the center. And it's just mind-blowing. I'm still blown away by it. It's going to show up right over here to the right, and then we're going to end this video. This is the huge breakthrough discovery that mankind's looking at today. What started religion? Where are they in space everywhere? This is a beautiful still of it. So, and again, right there, I want to show you that. If I show you, compare that to what I've got here. Look at this. I mean, 40 years, 4 different decades, and it looks identical to the one we filmed today. So it's time, people, to wake up out of the ignorance that we're in and realize that maybe the universe has always existed. If it has, their craft would not change. They would have perfected something, and it would do everything about answering the theory of everything. So please give this a chance. Check out my books, videos. Again, this is just all about advancing our scientific knowledge for our children's sake. Thank you.